Hey guys, it's Mel. Um, for those of you who don't know me, I don't know what that was. That was really lame. My name's Melissa. I went to Grace for 9 years and youth for about three and a half maybe. Grace was my first home, wasn't my second. Leaving was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. This journey I'm on right now has lasted 7 months and 5 days in the land down under. I've just gotten back from church. Okay, not just gotten back. I got back about 4 hours ago. It's 20 minutes past 12. That's really bad. It's kind of late. Not really. I hope I don't have bags under my eyes. But this journey none of you have witnessed. Not at all. And I thought I'd share a little bit with you and tell you what's going on around here. I'll make it quite quick because I don't want to bore you. But sorry about this accent. It's really, really, really bad. It fades. Like if I talk to people that are South African, then it goes, and then it comes back, and then it goes. And I think it's just me. Maybe I'm putting it on, but I just don't even know. Pretty much, when I got here, well, the day I left South Africa was probably the most mundane days of my entire life. For those of you who don't know what mundane means, it means like dull and boring and like bleh. I'm just trying to use smart words so that this sounds super duper awesome. Yeah, I know. Have you ever seen movies when people like fly away from somewhere and they're like like background music and then like wave goodbye to their old life? It's not like that. It's like, oh my word, I need to rush and get a window seat because there's a Russian lady totally trying to steal it. Yeah, there really was a Russian lady, except she was gorgeous. She had like braids. No, joking. Yeah, it was really lame, and it didn't hit me for really long. I think maybe it took about a month before I started feeling something. I was a little bit numb, but for about 3 months, I didn't leave home. I mean, I stayed in my room. I ate a lot of food. A lot of food. Maybe you can see it in my face. I wasn't open to things because I didn't want to accept that this is where my new life was going to be. And yes, I knew I was called here, but even then, I didn't feel like I was meant to be here, and I knew there must be a reason. I just didn't want to accept it. And I came across this thing in the Bible, and I'm so sorry I can't quote it, but it's just, God gives us the choice between life and death, and for about 3 months I was choosing death, not choosing to die, literally, but I wasn't living. I was sitting at home. I wasn't experiencing what God had out there for me. And that really had a bit of a late start, but that taught me something too. And it was so funny. I mean, for a while I started talking to Jordan on Skype. You guys know Jordan. He's the guy that used to have an afro. Thanks for cutting it off. And then, so I would complain to him on Skype. It's really bad. I don't know how he took it. Thanks, by the way. And he's brutally honest with me. I've told him this, and he made me feel really bad about being such a whiner. And I eventually got over myself, but something he said to me just stuck with me for so long. He's like, "You're not going to change the world sitting in your bedroom." And I didn't want to tell him he was right, but if you don't remember you saying that, I'm kind of hurt because that totally just changed my life. And here I am expecting change and expecting to be the shining light when I was doing absolutely nothing about it. You guys, I just saw your I Am Second video and I cried like a baby. It was amazing. All of you girls and guys, Declan, James, Marshall, Courtney Cubed, get it? Haha, 3 Courtneys. Yeah, you guys are all laughing now. Gabby, Ash, oh wow, Rebecca, you guys, I'm so shocked. And it hurts me to know that I haven't been there that whole time to see you all grow, but me being away and taking that step back and seeing how far you guys have come makes me so happy and inspires me. And if you can inspire Christians, just imagine what you can do to the people around you. Being here has shown me that, when I was scared to be courageous and scared to invite people to youth and scared to talk about my faith, I heard someone say to me, you've got to say to yourself, I'm not okay with those people not experiencing what I'm experiencing. Wow. And that shook me like you cannot believe. Because I see my friends, even now, and when you're a Christian you see this, and the people here are so different. They're missing something, and only you know. And I needed to share that with them. And as long as I was going to be down in the dumps and this miserable person, they were not going to experience that love that I actually had, but that I wasn't letting myself feel or share with the world. And, sometimes God keeps you in a place for a really long time because there's something you need to learn. That's a difficult lesson to learn in itself because you don't want to know that you're wrong. But I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. And there's these Klingons. They could be grudges or just a bad attitude. And I had that, no doubt about it. And when I said to God, I surrender myself to you. I'm giving you my desires, my needs, my wants, everything, and you do what you need. I just saw myself fly. I was going from here to way up there, and it was just so crazy. I grew more than I could have imagined, and I fell in love again with my father. And wow, it was just great. And I went through patches of loneliness, and some days I'd just cry myself to sleep and just be a real sad person. But, someone said to me that, God doesn't put you in these places because he wants you to be lonely. Maybe he puts you there because he wants to spend one-on-one time with you, that he wants to be the one to walk you through these situations. And, when I left, all I could think about was leaving all you guys behind, because I just realized how big your role was in my life. But while I was here and I didn't have that family and that community, God was like, let me be your community. I'm your dad. I wanna walk with you hand in hand through everything that's still to come. And when I chose to accept that, my life changed for the better. Greatest news ever. I got 8 nominations for Head Girl next year. Stoked. And I skipped a grade. So, all you people, bam! Is that cool or what? But my youth now is great, and I've made some awesome friends. Maybe not yet that whole family vibe like I've had back there, but it will get there. And stuff takes time, but even now I find myself sitting there in church and thinking, a few months ago I was sitting at the back there with my mum and dad, and now I can come to church alone. Do you know what a big step that is? And when it's happening, you don't realize it. When you look back, you're like, a while ago, I was this loner. And when I opened up my heart to new things and getting involved, things started to change for me. And always know that, guys, is when you have a serving heart and when you learn to surrender yourself to God, then he's going to take you on an incredible, incredible journey. My youth pastor now is really awesome. His name's Eli. He's got dreadlocks. He's not pregnant. Kidding. But nothing compares to Jess. No one rocks out to AC/DC like you. And I miss you all. I totally just named the entire youth because in case any of you have forgotten, I totally did that once. Except for Zumani, and I'm so sorry because now you're the only name I would never forget. And I miss you, boy. Lots. And yeah, so you guys I want to leave you with Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6, and that's, Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. That's easy to say and really hard to do. But just know your future's in the hands of your creator. And who knows you better than the guy who made you? No one. I can tell you that, because even some days I don't know who I am. But trust in him. And when your whole heart is relying on him, and when you love him with everything you have, it's easy to trust. It's easy to give your life over to him and know that whatever comes out of it, whether you're sure or not right now, that's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beyond anything else. So I love you all so much, and maybe you guys can send me like a really cool reply, even if it's lame, you know? But I miss you all and I love you so much, and may God shine upon you. It was really lame, but you know. Yeah, so say good day, mate, but that's totally not what they say here. But I'll see you guys later. See you later. And yeah, we'll talk soon. I love you all, and I have Skype. It's Mel Kirk, just like one word. You can ask like Campbell and Jordan and Claire if any of you need the name. Otherwise, I'll send it to you on Facebook, because I really like to Skype all of you. And yes, I love you all. So, my name is Melissa, and I am second.